What's up, everybody? Happy Tuesday to you. Welcome to another edition of Life Music Ministry. I am your host and also your guest. Yeah, thanks for stopping your scrolling for just one millisecond to listen to me ramble, or thanks for clicking on your email to open this video. I know time is very valuable, so I appreciate you stopping by. Just a quick update. So this past weekend I was traveling again. I was leading worship for a church in North Alabama. They had a student worship event, student camp, and I led the worship for that. And so another great turnout. A lot of people made decisions for Christ, and so I love just getting to be a part of a very small part of other ministries, other church ministries, and partnering with them. So that was a super exciting thing to witness and to see what God was doing through that church and meet some new ministry friends and things like that. So always a pleasure to travel and get to be a part of stuff like that. A couple weeks ago, I told you that I'm going to be a part of an event called Tennessee Songwriters Week. And so I have the final details on that. It's actually this coming Tuesday, February 25th. And it is officially called the Tennessee Songwriters Week Showcase. I think there's 4 different showcases throughout the state of Tennessee. This is kind of like the West Tennessee showcase. There's going to be 20 songwriters. One of those will be me. And each of us get to play one song, which is really cool. And then out of that 20, they're going to pick one person to play at the Bluebird Cafe at the end of March. And so that's a long shot, honestly. There's going to be some super talented people there. So I'm just excited to tag along and be one of the 20 that get a chance to play. So that's it. Next Tuesday, February 25th, 7 p.m. in Memphis, Tennessee, at a place called Lafayette's Music Room. Really cool music venue if you haven't been there. Anybody who's in and around the Memphis area. So Lafayette's Music Room, next Tuesday, February 25th, 7 p.m. Come out and support. That'd be awesome. The song that I'm going to be playing is a song that initially when I set out to write the song, I was trying to write a song that kind of spoke to like some of the injustice in the world, kind of generally speaking. I didn't really have a clear picture of what I wanted to write. I just kind of sat down with that in mind, and so I wanted to write a song that was kind of like me being upset at the injustice that I saw in the world. And so what I ended up writing was a song that was way more personal, because the song actually talks about how I'm upset at myself for not being upset enough at the injustice in the world that I see every single day. So you really can't get too mad about things if you yourself are not doing, what you have in your power to do to kind of prevent things like that. And so interestingly enough, that's kind of the song that was birthed out of that writing session. The song's called Heart of Stone, and it was the title track from my last album. And it really set the tone for the entire album. An album to this day I'm super proud of. And so I thought I'd play just a little verse and a chorus of it if you can't make it to Memphis next Tuesday. So this is Heart of Stone. I watch the news to see a world in despair. Hopeless people's hearts are breaking everywhere. But that's not enough to get me out of my chair. What's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? TVs, guitars, new shoes, and football games. I'll spend my money on most anything. Then I deny the man who's begging for change. What's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? 'Cause I got a heartbeat, but it's coming from a heart of stone. And I got 2 feet, but they never leave the comfort zone. I got the symptoms, body and mind. I need the doctor, trying to find what's wrong with me. So anyway, that's a little verse in the chorus. Hope you liked it. And the verse, the Bible verse that song was kind of birthed out of, again, when I kind of started digging into it a little bit more, comes from Ezekiel chapter 36, and it's starting in verse 26. And this is what it says. It says, "I will give you a new heart and put a new spirit within you. I will remove your heart of stone and give you a heart of flesh. I will place my spirit within you and cause you to follow my statutes and carefully observe my ordinances." And the cool thing about following Jesus is when we give our lives to Him, when we surrender to Him, He replaces our heart of stone with a heart of flesh. But for me, I need to remind myself of that, daily or weekly, that I'm operating with a new heart. And if I don't remind myself of that, I kind of fall back into those old practices. Even though I have a new heart, I start living as though I have a heart of stone. And so, anyway, that and just kind of the things I said earlier were the kind of the launching pad of the song. And so, hopefully, it'll speak to the audience. This is not like a Christian. This is not like a Christian music event. And so, anytime I'm in a situation where there are different genres of music being performed, I'm a little not hesitant, but just, I don't want to, how do you say this? I want to be mindful just of who's in the room, because there's obviously people that know Jesus and there's people that don't know Jesus. And so I always want to be mindful anytime I sing a song to just who's in the audience. And so you guys be praying for me again next Tuesday for sure, that regardless of what happens, that somebody might be, that their heart might be impacted by the song. That would mean more to me than any kind of advancing in going to play the Bluebird or whatever. So definitely be praying for that. That'd be awesome. So thank you guys again. We will probably chat at you pretty soon, maybe a week or so, and hope you have a great rest of your week, and talk at you later. See you.